Team Junkyard Dog here today, and today we are going to be working on Big G. That's right, his wiring has always been a mess traditionally, and today we're actually going to take the steps and we're going to try to improve his wiring and make it easier to work on and a little more organized. And what we're going to be using to do that with is the Just Cuz Robotics power distribution board with the off-on switch. So we're going to be soldering all these connectors on, and then we're going to be using these other connectors over here to connect to our batteries, ESCs, and then we're going to be installing it inside of Big G. Now this is the same chassis that we ran at the South Florida Fair. We're going to be also running this chassis this next weekend for the Robot Renegades Martin County Fair in Stuart, Florida. And Big G's battery hangs out right here, so we're going to fit all of his electronics back there and in between the two motors here. But this is a look into Big G without his guts. And you can see our nice beater bar that we love so much. That was very effective. We hope it continues to be, but we'll see. It got chipped up pretty good. But anyway, this video is about this right here. And we're trying to make this, because that's his actual guts. We're hoping to make this look a little bit neater. So let's get into it. All right, so we're going to place these connectors in first. Which connectors go in the board, I wonder? The males or the females? Alrighty, so we have our connectors. These three right here are going to be males, and then the battery connector will be a female. Now, if you have a trigger for bad soldering, you might want to skip ahead because yeah, good soldering is not the Team Junkyard Dog way. Not on purpose, it's just the way it is. Okay, that wasn't too hard. It's not the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, but we do have our distribution board now soldered up. So very, very cool. So now all we have to do is separate our components off of these old wiring harness and put the connectors on. So let's do that next. All right, I'll show this to you just to prove to you that it's not that great of soldering, but it's not going to go anywhere. I didn't melt the pins, so we're just going to go ahead and shrink this up, and that will be our first connection done. That's the first drive ESC. And the way that this is all going to work is you'll mount this in the chassis of your bot. Your battery is going to plug in to this side, the side that we put the female on, and then the sides with the male, you'll just take, you have drive 1, drive 2, and then you have weapon ESC, and you will just plug these in just like this inside the bot. Now my only reservation about this is, will these plugs come unplugged, and are we gonna have to take extra steps to zip tie them or tape them to make sure that they don't pop out? Let's go ahead and do the other two ESCs, and then we'll see what it looks like. So in case you're wondering, these are the ESCs that we use for drive. They are the B Heli reversing. We get these at Palm Beach Bots. If you need bot parts super fast and carry all the finger tech stuff and all the BaneBot stuff plus more, make sure you check out Palm Beach Bots. I'm going to leave a link in the description down below. They are local to Florida or local to the United States, and they ship out very, very fast. So props to Andy at Palm Beach Bots. Not to mention, if you support Palm Beach Bots, you're also supporting robot fighting, because he is the one who puts on all the fights in Florida, or most of them anyway. He actually runs Robot Renegades. Let's go ahead, get these all soldered up and see what the end result looks like. Alrighty, I wish I could say it was super easy for me, but it wasn't. However, Team Junkyard Dog, we did prevail. We got all of our connections soldered on. We got new connections on our ESCs. We have the two B-Heli reversibles, as I said before, from Palm Beach Bots. And then we're gonna try this for a weapon ESC. And this is also a B-Heli 2 to 6S LiPo 35 amp. Now we have been running, where did I put it? One of these, which these you can get at Palm Beach Bots also. They are a 30 amp flash hobby speed controller. And this one has a built-in BEC. As you can see, this one does not. So I'm going to have to add a BEC to my setup now, but we're trying to reduce size and make more room in the bot. So hopefully this small little ESC is up to the task. Now I do use one this size in Rougarou. I've used it in 3 competitions and it's done just fine. So I think it'll be okay, but if it's not, you'll hear about it. Let's go ahead. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna put this in Big G, and we're going to see what it looks like. And this looks way, way better than that cobbled mess that we had before. Let's do it. And there is the final result. We took Back G's back guard off so you can kind of see up his butt. But on this side, in case you're taking notes, this is the weapon ESC. These are the 2 drive ESCs. Our receiver is up in this bundle as well. And here is our Just Cuz distribution block. So our battery sits in right here. So this isn't the battery that we fight with, but this basically will go in here like this. Of course, we'll go down into distribution block, just like that. This is only a 3S battery. We run the 4S, and there you have it. Everything is nice and zip tied, tucked away. No more wire stuffing. We don't have to worry about wires getting into our brushless drives here, clogging up these motors. And Big G can be marked as done, D-U-N-N, done. So anyway, Big G is ready now for Robot Renegades at the Martin County Fair. Here's the pilot. We all know the infamous Carter, the quiet guy with the big attitude with Big G. We still got to get Rougarou ready. We still have to get Fedodo ready, and we still have to get Gumbo ready. So we're far behind, but we do have a full week, and I have a lot of hours this week available. So we'll get it done. We'll be there. Come see us. If you need robot parts, like I said, check out Palm Beach Bots. He ships really fast. He has a lot of stuff in stock, and he supports the sport by putting on events. We're Team Junkyard Dog, and we're out.